Good evening. And I would like to definitely give my hearts out to you, your daughter, or sister, excuse me.
Sisters.
And give me your sister's name again.
Janikka Perry.
Janikka Perry. And give me a little insights about what happened at Walmart. I know she was an employee at Walmart.
Yes, for 5 years.
Okay.
Say she went in the bathroom because she was sick and she was throwing up, and I guess no one came in and checked on her till 11:30. She had been laying on the floor for a whole hour and a half. Say she clocked that at 9:54 and went into the bathroom and never came back out. And they said they seen on camera that customers was coming in and out the bathroom like she wasn't on the floor. So when they finally found her, they say she was still breathing, but they can't get me to believe that she was still breathing. She died on Walmart bathroom floor. And they acting like they're not accountable. I want them to be held accountable. From management down to the regular crew. They don't need a job. They don't need a job nowhere. And I hope that they go ahead, Coach.
Take your time. Take your time.
I want them to all to suffer, like my sister suffered on their bathroom, on their German bathroom floor. I want all of them to suffer. And I'm not ashamed to say I had a nervous breakdown Monday because of this situation. And I just got out the hospital today from a 72-hour hold at the hospital. I've been on suicide watch. This had bad, and it told me that was my big sister. I protect her. And now she gone. What we gonna do? She left behind 2 kids. What they gonna do without their mother? Everybody can go on about their married life. Everybody can go home and eat, be with their family. And my sister laying cold at a funeral home waiting to get put in the ground.
So she was an employee at Walmart for 5 years?
Yes, 5+.
And she, from what I understand, she was complaining about pain to the manager,
She
right?
complained about her aches and pains to the manager, and they said that they just brushed it off. And so like get back to work.
Right, like get back to work, and they wouldn't let her.
And she worked her whole shift dying and didn't even know it.
Wow. So she ended up going to the bathroom.
Yes.
And the handicap stall, I'm assuming?
Yeah, they would say that she was in a handicap stall.
And customers was going in and out of the bathroom.
Yes, sir.
And no one, not one person,
no one had a heart. No one had a heart. Because if it was me, and I don't even have to know you. If I see you laid out, stretched out somewhere, I'll probably be crying too. And I don't even know you. It wouldn't take nothing for them to dial 911 or go get management, anything. They did none of that. And for that, they all need to suffer.
So, they were saying something about that she tried to dial 911. Is that?
They say she tried to dial 911 twice, but it didn't go through. I guess because the bathroom, and she didn't get it wasn't a signal in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. So they say she attempted to call 911 twice, but it didn't go through.
Interesting. Wow. So, did they ever find out what was the cause of death? Did they ever come up with a?
They didn't do an autopsy for us, but they said her heart.
Really?
Yeah, her heart and her lungs collapsed. But like I said, she laid there on that floor for an hour and a half, and I believe she could have been saved. Can't nobody tell me nothing different. I'm not a doctor, but I believe that my sister could have still be here.
I'm just trying to really get understanding how my sister did a poor shift and left her dead. I don't understand it. They treated us wrong at Walmart. They called the police on us. They had us removed from there. And I'm like, it wasn't right. The store manager, he didn't say sorry for your loss. This is the loss for our company. Like, he said none of that.
We just want justice. And we deserve it.
I know my sister, if she wasn't feeling well, she told her manager. But they were Walmart do make their people work sick and all. And that's not right. Like, they got to stop. If she was coughing and shortness of breath, that sounds of COVID anyway.
And throwing up.
And then she working in a bakery. Why y'all want her to work like that? It was Sunday.
So they wouldn't let her go home.
They would not. And I feel like my sister was dying her whole shift. And she suffered. And she didn't deserve that. She was too good of a person. And they not letting nobody talk, of course. Won't nobody at Walmart tell us nothing because they scared they're going to lose their jobs. I'm like, your name ain't got to be named. Just give a statement, like to help us.
So when you say there's probably something that's a norm that's going on at Walmart?
Yes, I feel like it needs to be a class action lawsuit.
Right.
Because people always complain about having to work and not feel good. Like, you can't make somebody work. I'm a manager myself. If my workers come in sick, I send them home because you're more than just a body to me. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about their workers. It's not that serious. Mm-hmm. This is something that probably could have been done Monday, the next day. Like, y'all get all these workers. I just don't understand. Like, my sister should not have been leaving her dead. We had to watch my sister come out the hospital in a body bag. That's how. It don't make sense. They didn't call no emergency contact.
They didn't
notify us. The hospital notified us.
Wow.
And that went until 12:53 a.m.
So Walmart never contacted no one in the family.
Never.
They did not even call me.
They never called you.
And I'm the mother.
And we don't even know how the hospital got my mom's phone number because my sister's phone locked.
My phone is locked.
And you can't
so Walmart had to tell them my phone number.
And that's what's supposed to happen when something happens to you on the job. They supposed to call your emergency contact. Mm-hmm. And they didn't do that. They didn't even reach out or nothing. And then when we got there, the store manager acting all nervous. Like he couldn't even keep his paper in his hand. His hands shaking. You could hear it.
Yes.
Couldn't even give us eye contact. I'm like, you ain't got the decency to look us in our face. And then he's sitting there removing my sister out the system right in our face. Like,
she don't exist.
Like she just another number.
She was dedicated. Even when it snowed, she got a hotel room and walked to work.
Like they replaced her at the job, but we can't replace her. We can't never get her back. Like they don't understand the hurt they done caused our family. This is her. She got a 15-year-old son. He just buried his daddy last year. And nobody's willing to give statements. And I feel like that's wrong because what kind of heart do you got that you okay with them getting away with this?
But everybody said she was a good person. We loved her, but why you won't speak up then? Can we just we just want justice for our sister.
January 16th was not supposed to be the day my sister died. That is not supposed to be. We're supposed to be celebrating her birthday in May. That's all. They took the chance of her being saved away from her. On so many levels. Refusing to let her go home. Lay in the bathroom floor for an hour and a half. Like, come on.
And she was crying out for help.
Yeah, please help me.
And somebody already admitted that the maintenance man said that he heard her screaming for help.
So she was screaming for help.
She was screaming for help. My sister suffered.
And no one helped.
And no one helped her.
And the video footage showed women going
in and out.
Customers.
And we went to go say, can we just see the video of my sister's last shift? I feel like we want to see her last 8 hours on Earth.
We tried to be respectful with it.
You know what I'm saying? He said no. He called the police. So when the police get there, he was like, it's on the store manager if he want to let y'all see the video. And the store manager said no, they can go get a subpoena. I said, why we can't see the video if it's not going to show my sister in distress her whole shift?
Mm-hmm.
And then they talking about banning us from Walmart. And
like I said, I don't give a damn about getting banned because my sister was found dead on this floor. Why would I want to come back here anyway? That makes sense it is. You ain't doing me no favors by banning me. I don't care about that.
And they threatened us with terroristic threatening charges.
You know, that is very, 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 very sad.
I mean, and the store manager showed no type of sympathy, no type of remorse. He was just showing nervousness the whole time. Like,
yeah, my heart definitely goes out to y'all. I promise, my heart definitely goes out to y'all because
I mean the pain that we have to hear just saying about the saying
and
that.
then when you hear it just from you all about how the story went, that is very sad. And for her to be an employee for 5 years,
5 years, even like she just started there.
You're working in the bakery. You complain to management and let management know that you are sick. You do not feel well. You need to go home. You're coughing. You're throwing up. And all of that. That shit. Right.
I just felt like she went to the bathroom to try to get herself together to be able to go to the hospital, but she never gained the strength to be able to do that because she sat there and suffered her whole shift. I feel like we need answer. We need justice. Like, it ain't no amount of money that'll bring her back, but they do need to pay for making my sister lose her life. They took the chance of my sister living. They took that from her all the way. She could have been saved.
Yeah, they neglected her.
They did that.
And there needs to be some accountability.
So
somebody to be held accountable.
So tell me something about it. Tell me something that you remember her by? Something that's good, something that's...
Her good heart.
She had a big
smile.
heart.
She'll do anything for you.
She'll help anybody.
If she's sick and you need to go somewhere, she'll take you.
Even if she's sick.
Like, she'll help anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always joke with her. I'm like, girl, you got a homeless shelter. Because she would help anybody. Like, she would have, every time we were old enough to have our own place, she always let people stay with her. She don't care what your situation is. She let you stay with her. Like, she was a no judgment person. You know what I'm saying? She saw the good in everybody. She don't care if you don't like this person. She's talking to everybody because that's your problem. You know what I'm saying? She was a peaceful person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, she was too good of a person.
And she loved kids. She let kids be kids.
Yeah, like...
And they love to sit on her lap.
Niece and nephews
They
alone.
love it.
Yeah, love the Lord, you know.
She was powerful.
Yeah, the day she passed, she went to church, you know, and like she normally do every Sunday. And her praise, she gave God his praise, you know. And, you know, she didn't know it was going to be her last day on earth.
So she died on the Sunday?
On the Sunday. But, of course, they're not going to rule her death until the 17th that Monday. But she was already dead at 11:30 when paramedics made it. They worked on her in the bathroom.
They're trying to make it seem like that she was still breathing when the paramedics made it. I don't believe that. And then we seen her tongue. She bit her tongue because her tongue was all bit up.
I think she had a seizure once she hit the floor. So she most definitely suffered. And I feel like my sister did not deserve that. She was an amazing person. Can't nobody even say nothing bad about her. From childhood on up, no one. It's not a bad thing that can be said about her. No. I'm not saying she was perfect, but she was just a peaceful person. Like,
person
she was
minding business.
Yeah, she mind her business.
She hated drama. Yes. Don't come there with no drama.
She don't like the gossip, none of that. Like,
gossip.
she would shut you down with that. Like, I just don't understand, like, how my family at this point, like, where we gotta fight for justice for her at her job, like, she didn't mean nothing. Like, 5 years.
That's right. No, she's not like she's just another number. No, this number is gonna count. We're
gonna get justice.
That's not
They didn't change their rules.
So, how is North Little Rock handling PD? Is they doing a good job on it? Are they?
No.
Ain't
no
response.
Ain't nobody reached out to us.
They ain't even call me. I'm her mother. Not one time.
And then they tell me if we want an autopsy, we gotta pay $4,000 out of our own pocket.
But we deserve.
Yep.
But that's what Walmart. I mean, that's what. Who said that?
That's what they said at the funeral home. That we would have to pay $4,000 out of our pocket if we wanted an autopsy. When I feel like they should have did an autopsy anyway, they talking about they gonna go off her medical history. How can you go off her medical history? I'm not understanding that. When y'all should do an autopsy and see what was what. But now y'all going off her medical history. That don't sit well with me. Don't none of this sit well with me. I'm the baby out the bunch, and it ain't sitting well with me at all. My big baby gone. It hurt bad.
You know,
my soul pissed. My heart hurt.
My heart is empty.
So what time does she go to work?
She'll be there at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, and she get off
of
work.
Mama out at 2:30. She did Mama these 2 French braids, and she was like, "Mommy, I love you. I'm gonna come spend the night with you tonight when I get off work."
She never did show up.
Then get the call at 12 something. Not even from the job, but from the hospital.
Right.
Why they took so long to call me?
She tried to call
so
911 for herself.
Twice.
So we had to go to the hospital just for them to tell us that she gone. And we knew it was something because they let us all come back there. Because, you know, due to COVID, only one person can go to the back. They let all my siblings and my mama go to the back, so you knew it was something.
So how many kids did she have?
2. She have a 15-year-old and a 24-year-old.
And a 24-year-old.
Yes.
The one that just left out of there. No one.
Okay.
Security.
He's gonna be security.
So, state your name.
Wanda Mosby.
Okay, you're a mother. Okay.
Lakosha James.
Lakosha.
Sister.
Patricia James, auntie.
Auntie Patricia James.
Brittany James, little sister.
And Brittany James' little sister. What's your name, baby?
Malaysia. This her niece.
And that's a niece.
Yeah. And that's Malik. That's her nephew. And that's Reagan.
And that's a friend.
And that's a friend of the
She
family.
don't want to be in this shit.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm really lost for words. I promise.
We all is.
I'm very lost.
It ain't really nothing too much people can say. Because they keep asking, what do we need? We want our sister back.
Right.
Ain't nothing you can give us to ain't nothing you can give us to help.
Have anyone at Walmart reached out to you all? I mean, have anybody said?
They sent us some burnt chicken, some burnt rotisserie chicken, bread, juice, and water.
That's it.
That was it. And like I said, the food was burnt.
But they never called.
No,
to
They
say-
didn't never call me not one time.
Well, it's one woman over corporate. She been texting me back and forth, but she did all she doing is texting.
What's wrong with the call?
I don't know if she texts me though. Like I got the messages from her, and she was like, basically like she did say she was sorry for our loss, and she like really ain't no words she can say to make us feel better. But I'm like,
And then even in some of the posts from the post that was on KARK Channel 4, there's some individuals on there that have had family members to actually pass at Walmart.
yeah, it's a
And
lot of people.
they blew them off, made them go back to work, thought nothing of them, and Walmart just
That's why I said
carries
there
on.
would be a class action lawsuit against Walmart
Absolutely, because it's multiple people.
yes. Like on the
So
news
if you-
post,
so-
there's
so-
a lot of people that's under there saying, because this one girl was like, her uncle had a heart attack at the job, and he worked there, and people were just walking over his body. And
They
people
just
say
gave me
how they
shits.
work all the time sick, and they threaten for them to fire them. Like y'all making people work sick.
So they threatened to fire you if you
Yes.
try to leave.
That's Walmart on McCain.
Wow.
They need to pay though. Like I said, we need justice for Janikka Perry, and we gonna get it.
So how old was Janika?
38. She was still young.
38 years old. Young girl.
She was not supposed to die that day. She was not. Like, that is not what God wanted. She suffered. Like, no, she was too good of a person. God don't let good people suffer.
And that person that heard her screaming for help, he really need to suffer. Because you ain't got no heart.
He shouldn't even have no job right now, I'm gonna be honest.
Well, what really sit bad with me is her being in the bathroom
An hour and a
From
half.
9:54
for an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
For an hour and a half inside of a bathroom stall, laying on the floor, and people are just walking in and out. in
They
and
said
out,
the camera
in and
showed
out.
that. They said
And
customers
no
walking in and out.
one decided to even
And
come.
my sister not no small person, so I know
She's-
somebody
yeah,
seen
she
that.
bigger than
I
me.
see her.
She bigger
And
than
she's
me.
Tall and thick. As soon as you walk into the women's bathroom, you see the
You can
see
see somebody
tall.
laying.
You can see that.
Even if her body was just sitting up against the stall thing, you still would see her body on the floor because she's not small at all.
That's right.
So people don't have a heart for you to see somebody in distress and need help, and you can probably see their life and you don't say nothing. And then the fact knowing that somebody heard her screaming for help and y'all didn't help my sister,
And she's screaming for help.
and she screamed for help. Like she fought for her life as long as she
As
could.
long as she could.
Like people do need to be held accountable because her blood is on multiple people's hands in that store right now.
They neglected.
And if they able
did
to
that.
sleep out, they got to be to the devil because no,
That is definitely true.
they should be sleepless right now because how you able to sleep
Right.
knowing you could have saved her and you didn't. Y'all took the chance of my sister still being alive away from her, and that's the point we making. She could have left. She would have went to the Baptist right down the street. Like
And why did they take her all the way to Sherwood? When they took her to the hospital, they took her to the Sherwood,
St. Vincent,
St.
all the way to
Vincent,
Sherwood.
and the Baptist right across the street. Why did they do that? Make that make sense.
The what now?
They took her to St.
They took her all
Vincent
the way to
and Sherwood.
Sherwood. They didn't take her to the
The
Baptist.
hospital, right, the hospital's across
Right.
the street.
It's
Right
right
across
across
the
the street.
Like it's so much stuff that went wrong that night, and we don't understand. Like we got so
They're not
many
trying to help us
questions and no
understand.
answers.
That is crazy. The hospital's across the street and they
Yes.
drove her to Sherwood.
They took Sherwood, St. Vincent. We had to drive all the way to Sherwood, St. Vincent's.
Wow.
All I'm screaming, justice for my sister, justice for Janikka Perry. And we gonna get it.
So, what do y'all expect the outcome? What do you want out of this?
I want everybody to lose their job that was there that
And
night.
change their rules.
They need to change
I really
their
would
rules.
love a law.
Housekeeping and
I really would
everything.
like a law in my sister's name, the Janikka Perry law. And the Janikka Perry law will be your employer cannot make you work sick, and if you're sick, they have to send you home. And you know they give you points at some job for calling in. They can't even give you a point if you call in sick because your mental state is more than anything. You need to be to get intact for you to work their job.
You know what? And you hit something real good on that. I'm glad you said that because I forgot they do go by point system.
Yes.
And so if you take off,
Yes.
You get a certain amount of
it's
points,
a
you
certain
gone.
amount of points, then they're
Yeah.
gonna fire you. They're
Yeah.
gonna fire you. And when you're actually sick and you can't come
And then
to work,
people that told me how they didn't took doctor's excuses there, and they won't take their doctor's excuses.
the what?
They won't take some certain doctor's excuses. So if you sick and you go to a doctor, they won't accept some of them, and they still give you the point. Like seriously, like Walmart is out of their mind, and like they need to be stopped because no, they still run their business like ain't nothing happened.
That's right.
Right,
People
but
still going in and out their bathroom. My sister died in. You know,
we need to be owning
Well,
Walmart.
someone said it's a 5. Let me see what they just said. 5 points you out of there.
yes.
That's what someone said. So it's
After so many months, it's supposed to start over. Something like that. Like it was knock a point off or something. Just 1 point after like 3 months or something like that. I don't know how their point system works, but you can't tell me I got to be here sick and work with
so
whole
it's a
shift sick.
possibility. I know you don't know, but it's possible that she might have had COVID though.
We not for sure.
They wouldn't do an autopsy.
They ain't do
for
no
us.
autopsy. They saying they're gonna rule her death based off her medical records. And they said if our family want an autopsy, we gotta pay $4,000.
Out of pocket.
And I feel like an autopsy should have been done because she was found on a public bathroom floor.
And another thing that don't sit well with me is that she complained about being sick,
Yes.
knowing that COVID is out.
And I know for a
The
fact,
season that
I know
we're
for a
in.
fact my sister told her manager. I know she did because she don't never work sick. Like I know for a fact she told her manager she ain't gonna do that because you could have just sent her home. That's all you had to do is send her home. Cause now we had to deal with burying her. When that cancer closed Saturday, we'll never see her face again. That's all we got is pictures. That's not right to our family. Y'all replacing her on the job, but we can't replace her.
That's right. It's just how they went about doing everything, you know. And
They
I
treat
agree
they
with
treat
you.
us like criminals, though.
They need to
Like I said-
they need to tweak their policy and procedure and all that. And like you said,
And they didn't know the
law.
protocol and all that.
Yeah.
What protocol? Call 911.
Yeah.
That's the protocol.
The manager, but the management on night shift though, he really need to be gone though, because he didn't do his job at all.
So they walk. Even you said the maintenance guy walked in the bathroom.
No, he said he heard her screaming for help
Oh,
outside the bathroom.
the maintenance guy heard.
The one through the floors.
Okay, he
He
heard.
said he heard her screaming for help outside the bathroom.
But why would you tell people that? But you ain't trying to offer no
And
help.
then
though?
get there to be telling folks he had to clean her blood up off the floor. Like, why you telling people that? Because my sister suffered in that bathroom, that nasty ass bathroom floor. Because y'all don't clean that bathroom properly anyway.
So then, how often are they supposed to go in and do a bathroom check?
Every 30 minutes.
Like, apparently he ain't clean the bathroom anyway. Because I can bet you ain't no initial on that paper around about that time. You know, the maintenance didn't do their job. They're supposed to check that bathroom at 11 o'clock when they close to make sure one nobody in that bathroom anyway. She wasn't found till 11:30. And say because somebody said they heard her coughing and choking then. But that wasn't even the maintenance guy. That was a whole other worker. But at that point, she was on her final stages. She was dying. When the paramedics walked in at 11:30, she died. They were working on her in the bathroom. So I know for a fact she was dead when the paramedics made it. When she made it to the hospital, they said she was dead on arrival.
They trying to make it seem like she was the girl that went in there to check on her. Say she was still breathing when she went in there, and I don't believe that. Tell me, she asked her, do you want me to call the paramedics? I don't believe she was alive when she went in there. I believe she was lying, just like everybody else. And they trying to cover it up. And we need to know what really happened.
Because we don't know nothing.
I mean, it ain't gonna give us. It's not gonna give us no peace, but it's gonna. I don't know.
We deserve to know.
We
We deserve to know.
Good
You know
or
what I'm
bad.
saying?
Bad or good. We need to
Yeah,
know.
but whatever the answers are, we still deserve to know. We need to see that video of her. Why we gotta get a subpoena of the video.
Because they covering up something.
And then the corporate woman was like, well, she work in a bakery, so it ain't no good coverage over there. I know she ain't stay in the bakery her whole shift. Like, come on, let's be real. They say the camera show her going to the bathroom at 8-some, and then it show her going to the bathroom at 9:54. When she went there at 9:54, it showed customers coming in and out the bathroom. And she never came out though.
She went in 9:54.
And it showed her going there at 8-some too as well. But she went back in at 9:54.
And that's when she never came back out.
That's when she never came back out. But it's the last
they didn't
hour
plan
before
that.
close, and everybody up front, y'all see her go in the bathroom. You can't tell me you didn't see her work
What
or
he
what.
say? He told me I thought she was gone because all the workers from the bakery leave at 10 o'clock.
This happened Sunday,
Yep.
Yeah.
January the 16th.
January 16th.
And that's how I remember the doctor telling us, I'm so sorry. And that's how I keep on playing in my head because I know he was telling me my sister was gone. I done heard that too many times. Like, we shouldn't have been have to hear that. Because she must still be right here. We thinking we going to the hospital to make a decision, to be honest. We didn't know she was dead until we made it to the hospital. Like, it ain't nothing really they can do to help us seeing her go out that hospital in the body bag. Like that's something I never get out of my head. My sister coming out the hospital in the body bag,
At the
laying
age
on
of
that
38.
table with no pulse.
At the age of 38.
At the age of 38,
With a work uniform on.
they cut her smock off her. She still had her work uniform on. She was still an employee because she still had her uniform on. And y'all treat her as if like she wasn't even no worker there.
But a faithful worker.
Wow.
Faithful.
It's been times where it snowed outside. She would get a hotel by the job, and she walked to and from work to the hotel until the weather got better. Like
And
she
go
was
on
faithful
off
to them.
days,
She
off
went in on her
days.
off days when they just randomly changed her schedule. She just went with it, whether she was happy or not. And for y'all to treat her like that,
She was a person that never complained about
never
it.
Never.
complained, never
Even
complained.
if she felt
Mm-hmm.
something was wrong, she would still go to work anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's been plenty of times they done sent her home, but I don't know what was different about that day. You know, I don't understand. Like I would never understand how my sister left work dead, and how they treated her family after her dying, after working there for 5 years. Like,
Yeah, they treat us like criminals for real. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little rowdy, but they talking about terroristic threatening and all that. I'm like, are y'all serious though? They talking about banning us. Like, we're not coming back. If anybody that
nobody's associated with us will ever go back in
they,
there,
they can never get
Ever.
our money.
ever. So they ain't gotta worry about that.
Well, I would just say this to you all, and this is from me, from the Heat staff, to everyone that's on here live. There's 125 people that's watching. Our hearts definitely go out to you all, and I hope that you all definitely find justice behind this. Whatever.
That's what we praying for.
Oh, you're gonna get it. I promise you're gonna get it. I mean, it's there for you to get. So I mean,
She's the
They
child
say
of
that
God.
Walmart is so
Yeah.
quiet right now. The management team ain't saying nothing. They said it's so weird going to family in Walmart right now.
I mean,
And they so quiet in there.
I mean, it's going to be.
And I can't understand how people okay with not saying nothing though.
Because for one thing is this. She laid on that floor, okay? And with the camera showing them walking in and out, people walking in and out, people walking in and out, walking over them, walking over her. There's no excuse for no one,
To have
not
said
one
nothing.
person to not say something.
No heart.
Anyone
no
that
heart.
has a good heart or a good conscience, they would definitely go in and go tell someone, hey, look,
That's right.
there's an employee laying on the ground, or look, employee laying on the floor. And anyone that has a good conscience would have done that. And for the people that walk past her, because I really am bothered by that. But for a person to walk past a person that's laying down there, that's suffering, and you see that, they have no heart.
Like I say, her blood is on too many people's hands right now. Like,
Including the regular people, shoppers
Yeah.
that walked in that didn't say nothing.
yeah, because
You know,
there's no way I
and-
would
and-
have came out and be like, hey, y'all, somebody that need help or something, you know,
That's
because
right,
that's called having a heart.
That's right. That's
Ain't no way I'm gonna see somebody in distress. And for you to admit that you heard my sister screaming, that don't sit well with me because that means my sister was suffering. And she really needed help. She was hurting. My sister suffered on a public bathroom floor, and y'all treated her family like we were some criminals, and when all we wanted was answers. Like, my heart been aching ever since. My heart ain't stopped hurting. My sister, that's my first friend. My oldest sister. Like, we real family origin. Like, we dysfunctional, but we family origin. Like, if you go on our page, you see all kind of family pictures of us. You know, we always come together. Like, holidays ain't gonna be the same for us. She'll be no pictures this year. That's weird. Weird. We gotta go to her gravesite for her birthday. That's wrong. We shouldn't be doing that.
Well, like I said, my heart definitely go out, and I really, I would do my best to help get the story out there as well. And I'm sure everybody that's on here will too as well. We'll definitely get the story out for you all because it needs to be told. It definitely needs to be told. So it won't be another sister or another mother or another cousin laying on the floor and someone walking over them at Walmart.
Right. Or they're making somebody else work sick.
Or making someone work sick, exactly.
'Cause it's unheard
or making
of.
someone work sick when they really should be at home.
Yeah, not home on a Sunday.
That's right.
That's the slowest day for Walmart. Everybody know that. She work in a bakery.
They will not write off another person.
They will not.
Ignore another person.
They
I don't
will not.
care what color you are. Yeah, Black Lives Matter.
It don't matter what color you are. Don't
lives
nobody deserve
matter.
this.
That's
Nobody.
right. All lives matter.
All
Yeah.
lives matter.
That's
Sure
right.
do.
Black or white.
That's
It don't
right.
matter. You shouldn't have to work
Mexican,
sick.
Chinese don't
That's
make
right.
no
Yeah.
difference.
It
Everybody.
doesn't.
All
Everybody.
lives matter.
Everybody. And so by this and through this is what we want to happen. That Walmart will not ever, I don't care what state they in, they will never do this again. And they will change their policy, their procedure, their protocol for how they do things. And this is going to help them to tweak it. Because we locking up on them like a pit bull, gonna shake
And we
them
ain't
up,
letting up.
and we ain't
We
letting
not
up.
letting up.
You know what? This may sound crazy to you all, but sometimes someone's life may have to be the one that suffers
Absolutely.
to change a law.
Absolutely.
To change
I hate that to
something.
be my sister.
And I hate it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I hate it have to be her.
I'm only
But
doing it the
sometimes-
peaceful way because my
but-
sister was peaceful. That's the
But
only reason I'm doing this
sometimes-
peaceful.
Sometimes it takes that one person
That's
to change
right.
that law for everybody.
That's right. That's right.
That she gonna be the one.
Her blood
Just
is
like
crying
Martin Luther
out.
King. Think about something.
That's right. That's right.
He changed laws for he sacrificed his life to
A
change
man
laws
of
for
God.
everyone.
Mhm.
But again, my heart goes out to y'all.
Absolutely.
My heart definitely goes out to y'all, and I wish you all the best. I promise I do. If there's anything that you all need from me, I'm going to give you all my number where you can get in contact with me directly, and just let me know.
What we want, y'all?
Justice for Janikka Perry.
And we will get it.
Amen.
Thanks.